This is the enemy's public. I am Bro.Nasir. First, I'd just like to take the opportunity to say that I don't wish harm or death on anyone. Yet, I despise the utter hypocrisy displayed by NYPD, the gang in New York City. Now, they are rallying the troops because some police officers were shot. One succumbed to his injuries, and another is fighting for his life. Now, again, they're rallying the troops, and I know code language. Whenever you see Patrick Lynch around, there's some trouble being stirred up. Now, he wants the community to rally with the police as if he wants to be the cliche police officer hero that they portray themselves to be. I have yet to see that in a large city. Yet, not saying that they don't exist, but yeah, I have yet to see a police officer walking the beat in New York City and doing things like 6 o'clock, straight up and straight down. He said that the federal government and the city of New York and the state of New York need to give them what they need. And I know what he means when he say that. And I don't put it past people like they sacrifice people in the entertainment business. I don't put it past them sacrificing officers either. I know I'm probably reaching, but I still don't put it past an evil person. Evil is evil. When people are evil, you have to expect or not be surprised of their level of evil or their level of what they would do to get the desired results or response that they want. Now, he said, give us what we need, meaning my humble opinion, meaning reinstating the stop and frisk, because that's what they want to do. When you do stop and frisk, when they start saying war on this, war on that, they are talking about black people. We need to understand that. I am so glad that I don't live in New York City. And we have two Negroes expressing outrage over the murder of a cop and another one fighting for his life. I'm not saying that they shouldn't express outrage. They shouldn't be angry. But I wonder, do these Negroes see black men and women who are murdered by their colleagues as their brother and sister? Why don't they have press conferences expressing outrage and regret when young black men and women are murdered on the street? Where were they when Sean Bell was murdered, Eleanor Bumpus, when Abner Louima was sexually assaulted by a police officer, and Amadou Diallo was shot 40 times because he pulled his wallet out to show the people that he lived where they shot him at? right in front of his house. It's hard to feel sorry for someone who do you dirty. It's hard to rally with people who mistreat you. I don't want to sound hateful, but that's the way it is. These people, these police officers, now, they had a police officer come within 6 feet to slam a man down to the ground because he didn't have a mask on. But you came within 6 feet of him, totally ignoring the social distancing mandate. And also, we had 50 people in the barbershop, whether they was there for, it's irrelevant. These people were sat on the ground, all arrested. Black people. Yet, Jewish people can have a funeral for a rabbi who died of COVID with 1,500 people. They lock up black people who are not wearing a mask just up the street. Instead of locking people up, they're providing masks for them. See, when you have this type of hypocrisy in a police department, it's hard for people to rally with NYPD or feel sorry for NYPD members when they're harmed or murdered. I don't wish harm or murder on anyone, but I was supposed to rally with a police officer because one of them was murdered. They don't come out in droves like that. They don't stand up and have press conferences and say, okay, we're going to bring this police officer to justice for doing what he or she did. Patrick Lynch will stand his evil ass up there and defend what that pig did. I will call him an officer when he behaves in the capacity of an officer, but when they do what they do, they're pigs. I've seen Patrick Lynch stand and defend evil that a police officer has done. And can't no one tell me I'm lying. No one. He stood there today being the hypocrite he is, saying that they can't do it alone. And I know code talk again. I know code talk. He wants that stop and frisk so they can beat up black people, so they can harass black people, because they don't go into white communities and harass them. They don't do that. It's just only in our communities. And then they have Negro police officers who will go around to black communities with these Irish and Italian men who are police officers harassing their own people. But I guarantee that officer is not going in the white neighborhood. They're not going to Staten Island. I guarantee you they're not going to Staten Island doing that. But it's hypocrisy that causes people to turn their back on police officers. I know some good cops personally, black and white. I know some. Yet, only because I know them personally, I don't know how they treat other people. I just know how they treat me. So my narrative is not the narrative of all of our people. I'm not going to do that. That would be a hypocrite. Yet, it's hard to feel sorry for people who mistreat you. I can't do it. This is the enemy's public. I am Bro.Nasir. Like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section. Peace.